How's it going, everybody? Elden Ring Night Rain here. Well, I have a couple of different things that I want to talk about within this video. Yes, that's right, it's a very rare occurrence in which I decide to do a double or multi-topic video, and that's basically what we're going to be doing today. After all, I have one thing that I'm only now getting around to because I actually have the free time to do so, and another thing that basically happened, well, like 2 days ago at this point, that people are kind of uncovering now. And, you know what? Let's just get started, okay? Let's not waste any time here, okay? Okay, so to start off with something that won't really make my blood boil nearly as much as the other one, let's first start off with the Game Awards. Well, I could talk about the fact that it's disappointing that Astrobot was the thing that ended up winning Game of the Year, and on top of that too, my predictions of Elden Ring at least winning one thing again, ended up falling through. I will in fact say that overall, a lot of the reveals whenever it came to the Game Awards were actually pretty fun looking, except for, well, maybe a handful of them, and one of those things just so happened to be a game called Catly, which even people within my own chat are pointing out that it looked like the ad was AI generated, which some of us weren't entirely sure, at least not until now, because apparently people have actually started to dig into this game, or at least, the trailer, as well as the, the owner of, like, whatever accounts and whatnot, and well, wouldn't you believe it, but it seems like Catly is, in fact, an AI-generated slop game that for some reason ended up paying enough money to end up being announced at the fucking Game Awards. Like, if one of the first results for the trailer of this game is getting more dislikes than likes, I think it's pretty safe to say that this game is definitely not going to be extremely fun, and people apparently on Twitter have been pointing out some really shady stuff. So, of course, I'm going to have to dip my toes into this particular cesspit, but you get the point. Some of the top tweets here, whenever, I decide to even search for this game on Twitter, is basically, first, this guy stating, "Did anyone bother to vet this beforehand, Jeff Keighley? The dev has like 0 online presence and it looks like AI slop garbage." They also declined to comment about whether or not it uses Gen AI. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that it does use Gen AI. I mean, if you haven't already seen, like, the trailer itself, the one thing that ended up tipping me off to the part where this might actually just be generative AI slop garbage is quite literally, like, this particular scene where the cat is, like, falling to the ground. Like, look at this! That is AI if I've ever fucking seen it. But anyways, another person, they ended up finding out that this Catly game, funnily enough, the owners have actually filed a trademark for this logo and apparently own 2 other cat-related games that, well, wouldn't you believe it, are blockchain crypto games. Yeah, again, already not looking too good. And apparently this person, right, ends up coming across the actual website for this, which is nothing but a bunch of AI-generated garbage. Let's actually see here. Oh wow, wouldn't you believe that? That looks like shit. Oh my god, this is actually already starting to look like some sort of, like, weird NFT crypto creation website. But yeah, to put it extremely simply, that's probably one of the more disappointing aspects of the entire Game Awards, is the fact that apparently an AI slop, potentially crypto miner game, apparently ended up getting announced at the Game Awards. Already, I wasn't even going to be planning on getting this game because, well, let's put it this way, considering the fact that it showed off literally 0 gameplay whatsoever, and it looked like just like some sort of, like, promo trailer for like a really shitty like TV show or movie, I think it's pretty safe to say that I don't imagine that many people seeing any kind of interest in this game whatsoever. And the fact that it's basically been revealed that not only does do the creators have like absolutely no like online presence whatsoever, but apparently possibly used AI for not just the trailer but also for the game as well as the website, I think it's kind of safe to say that this game is probably going to be one of the worst games of, 2025. Assuming it even comes out, let's be fair here. Alright, now let's actually get into some of the, stuff that's probably going to make my blood boil. After all, I did a live stream about this, quite literally yesterday as of recording this, in which I ended up getting unbelievably heated at the stupidity on display. So for those of you who have no idea what it is I'm talking about here, I'm talking about Some Ordinary Gamers. I know, I'm almost like a week late to this, but again, like I mentioned before, I've had work and I haven't had that much time to actually talk about it, and considering the fact that I've been around the Some Ordinary Gamers channel and been a like a, a casual fan ever since the Haunted Gaming days, I think it's pretty safe to say that I should probably call out stupidity where it is. And Some Ordinary Gamers has basically fully displayed his absolute abject stupidity in so many different goddamn ways that I just genuinely cannot even begin to comprehend it. So for those of you who are somehow still out of the loop on this one, basically one of Some Ordinary Gamers' like former co-hosts and originally former, now current friends, Nux Taku, ended up coming under fire for a number of different things. Those things basically being showing Mutahar and Oompaville lolicon knowingly. Number 2 is basically being instrumental in spreading the false allegations that ruined a VTuber's entire career. Literally having some of the most suspect thumbnails of all mankind, as well as having some sort of weird parasocial relationship with Jaden Animations and Jaden Animations Rule 34, which is something that Jaden Animations themselves have quite literally made it explicitly clear that they are not okay with. And then finally, literally having connections with Shadman. If you don't know who Shadman is, good. Try to keep it that way. The Mutahar actually did in fact have an entire video in which he actually addresses all this. It was called Post Nux Clarity. Now, of course, if you check on Mutahar's channel, you'll notice that it's mysteriously absent, and the only way that you can watch it is through one of the possibly 10,000 different uploads that currently exist. Now, why is that? Well, according to Mutahar's own little, community post here, he apparently tries to claim that it's because he's noticed that his content has fallen under slop commentary, and he doesn't want it to turn into that. So he's decided to take down his Nux Taku video because he, isn't very proud of it. Now, of course, he also states that apparently he can't be friends with Nux. I'll get into how that poorly aged in just a little bit, but at first I want to quickly call out this community post for basically just fucking lying, okay? Let's put it this way, okay? As someone who actually did in fact watch Post Nux Clarity, it was very much formatted in a very similar way to that of other videos such as like his Keffel's video or his Gerard the Dimensionist video, if you will. All those kinds of videos, very formatted in that particular way where he goes point by point and disavows each and every single thing and kind of goes into each and every single part and basically goes into why he doesn't actually agree with that and how he somehow didn't fucking know. Which, let's put it this way, considering the fact that one of the clips, which funnily enough he doesn't bother to show this particular portion, he apparently claims within one of the clips that are shown off of him being shown lolicon that even he notices that the characters appear young. I think it's pretty safe to say that Mutahar was in fact at least vaguely aware that he was being shown some suspect shit, but apparently he was just perfectly fine with it back then and only decided to address it now that the fire is being lit underneath his feet, which is just so unbelievably fucking annoying. But let's actually get into the beginning part where he says that he apparently can't be friends with Nux anymore. Well, wouldn't you believe it, but that is also a fucking lie, because I'm about to literally show you a clip from Nux's most recent response video to Mutahar, where he basically states that they had a brief little conversation and now they're buddy-buddy again.
Try to do my best to do a TLDR here of the story, so I did speak to Mutahar just now, for like 2 hours, and basically we talked things out to a large degree, but I'm gonna do like the TLDR whole story here. First and foremost, if you're here just for like the Cliff's Notes answer, Muta apologized, we are still friends, that's the Cliff Notes answer. It was a pretty sucky moment there.
But of course, to put it very, very, very simply, Mutahar has not only lied about no longer wanting to be friends with Nux, but apparently is perfectly fine with basically everything as long as there's a 2-hour chat that precedes it. Apparently he's fine with, someone ruining somebody's entire career over false allegations, okay with being shown literal lolicon and being aware of that, and of course is also perfectly fine with, someone having direct connections to Shadman. I know, it's fucking wild. Apparently Mutahar's perfectly okay with that, despite the fact that he has called out other YouTubers for doing significantly fucking less. What the actual hell? Now, of course, if you decide to look into the comments of this particular community post, it's basically mainly a bunch of people calling him out for just how fucking stupid and overall extremely, wishy-washy this particular community post actually is. It's overall just a complete mess. To put it very simply, I am beyond disappointed with Mutahar. Like, disappointment doesn't even fucking, explain just how I feel. Again, you can watch my own live stream coverage of it, and you'll notice just how unbelievably fucking irritated I got over it. And the fact that apparently Mutahar is perfectly fine with just becoming buddy-buddy once again with somebody who he has quite literally described within a video as, being quite possibly one of the worst people to actually become friends with, it's just... that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, that's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Blue Sky, join the Discord server, special thanks to my channel members, and of course if you made it to this point in the video, go ahead and comment Night Rain, because holy shit, does that game look absolutely hype. But yeah, anyways guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.